exactly.
What do you reckon?
Why are you guys changing it?
It's just kept falling over. I mean, there's one day Studio 1 broke.
Yeah.
So I had to run it to Studio 2. It was in there. Studio 2 broke. They fixed this one, so I ran back here. Look at me, this one broke again.
And did you have to play a song?
Yeah.
Like the longest song.
I'm trying to find a CD track without the reading glasses on. That was interesting. How's life treating you?
Life is good. This project I'm working on isn't like anything I've ever done before because there's so much, expectation on my part to deliver. It's all down to me. It's like, so I have to make sure that it goes well. But I'm excited.
No pressure.
I'm excited.
Second name is it?
Gombakomba.
No, it's Nelson
Tinashe. Yeah.
Gombakomba's name.
Yeah, that's the one.
Very exciting.
That's the one.
You should have a comedy name like this. In the playground, it was a case of get tough.
You were always being roasted by the other kids.
Yeah, no, I say, get tough or die, man. With a name like Bumfrey in the playground.
Gotta dish him out. It's gonna just
and breathe. Yeah, it's all good. So this was the first show to go live in the studio.
Yeah.
So that was a bit nerve-wracking.
Oh wait, so it's literally me?
Yeah, yesterday. It's called Fake Love from Yellow Lease, and that's our BBC Music introducing in Norfolk record of the week. In a moment I'm going to play you Stober, previous track of the day, of Nile Rodgers and Chic, featuring Craig David. And it's called Sober, I'll play it for you in a moment. And then we're going to be talking about Black History Month with Nelson Tanish Gombakomba Jr. II. He's in the studio, we'll be chatting with him in just a moment.
Do you know what? I'm going, that is funny. I can work with that.
Yeah.
I'm like, you see, Steve, this is why we need Black History Month so that you can pronounce that.
Well, I'll do it again. Tinashe, I'll do it properly.
Tinashe.
I thought I'd done so well there.
No, there's no accent on it. What's the secret for always being calm and doing?
For me?
Yeah. Is it the experience?
I think it's because it doesn't matter because we're all going to die soon. I think, if you just think to yourself, years from now, all this will be gone, and just enjoy yourself.
Because I looked at the last one, and whilst I was very happy with it, I was like, in some parts I was really nervous because I kept thinking, how are people going to take this?
You got nothing to be worried about. Yeah, brilliant. So how long have you lived here?
10 years. 10 years.
So we'll talk a lot about your past, if you like.
Yeah,
I'll be doing that.
I'm fine.
Very briefly. Your Twitter, what is it?
King Nelly, oh my god. But the thing is, you can put that. It's just that when I made it, I never realized it was retweeted. So the name is just...
Don't worry, we tweeted someone called, Nymphadora Tonks from Harry Potter.
Yeah.
The actress who plays her was a guest on the show. She called, her Twitter name is Nat's Tenor Lady, because she's called Natalia Tenor. She calls herself Nat Tenor Lady.
That's very funny. Embarrassing Twitter name.
You'll remember life.
King Nelly. Oh, what one?
Yes. Yeah. Now last time, you were fine last time.
Oh man, it was perfect, but I kept thinking, even before I did, I was like, oh god. And so that was all this to go well.
Right. We've only got about 50 seconds on this. Well, no, it's me, baby.
That's so good. I'm gonna have to ask you at some point to do some BBC voiceover, so if I do like a funny video. Alright, Steve, we need you.
Yeah?
It could be worse. I mean, they certainly love loved you when she was drunk. You being in trouble there. Nile Rodgers and Chic there. Former track of the day here at BBC Radio North. Today's track of the day. Hang on, let's finish. Good. Today's track of the day is an absolute monster. It's from Jade Bird, and it's called And I shall play that one for you in just a little while here at BBC Radio Norfolk. So, what does it mean to be black and British? A series of workshops and events are taking place at Norwich Theatre Royal and the Norwich Playhouse to explore just this. Working alongside Black History Month, the new Creative Matters season will combine comedy, films, dance and discussions, and the aim is to explore ethnic and cultural identity. Tomorrow evening, the Theatre Royal Stage 2 will host a variety night celebrating black consciousness, and the main man of the night is Norwich comedian. Here we go. Nelson Tinashe Gombakomba Jr. II. Is that better?
The one and only.
Thank you very much for that. I just messed it up first time around. And you wanted me to do some voiceovers for you, Nelson, didn't you, at some point?
Yes, indeed I do, Steve. How are you today?
I'm all right, ladies and gentlemen. Nelson Tinashe Gombakomba Jr. II.
Oh, I can picture it right now.
You got in your voice. You see, that's it. So how long have you lived in this country? You're from which part of Africa?
I'm from Zimbabwe.
Zimbabwe,
yes.
That's right.
Yes, I've lived in the UK for 10 years altogether. And first of all, I just like to thank the Norwich Theatre Royal for even allowing me to host this. This is so cool.
Big night, isn't it? Big night.
It's a really big night, and to have been used as a face of the campaign now, it's fantastic. Now I just have to make sure I produce something that justifies all the effort that's been put to.
You know, to get out on stage and say, "Well, here we are then."
Here we are. I should have written some jokes here, but
yeah. So you were in Zimbabwe, and so how old would you have been when you moved here?
I moved here when I was 17.
So you were 17. What was that like to uproot where you grew up, where all your friends are, where your culture is, and you come somewhere like the United Kingdom? What was it like?
Well, in terms of culture, at 17, most people they now have an idea of where they want to go in life or who they will become. You don't have the full idea, but you have some idea, So picture this. I was a Zimbabwean teenager. I had the whole, friends, family, everything. I didn't realize we were going to move to England, by the way. So when we moved, it was a complete change of plans. But having done that now, after everything that happened, you then start comparing the two cultures, because you've moved at an age where you're not just a child. You're not starting afresh. I moved at a point when I was already someone.
You're already established in your own head.
Exactly. You already have your beliefs. You already have an idea of who you want to be. Then you have to move to places slightly different. And, that's part of where some of my comedy comes from, just trying to reconcile the two.
Did you come over with your parents?
Yes, indeed. Yeah, with the whole family.
Yeah, well, at least they didn't move over here without you. You come home one day and they've gone.
Where did everyone go, Steve?
Yeah. So how did you settle down as a family unit then?
Well, culture shock in itself is it's hard to explain, because the only person who'll be able to truly appreciate that would be someone who's gone through the exact same circumstances. But people are actually different in their cultures and the way of thinking and all that. And it took me a few years to adjust and relax. And I think after about 5, 6, 7 years, that's when I started feeling, fully at home. For some reason, it did take that long, yes, but it was also mostly because in my head, I didn't really know whether I was going to stay here for for the foreseeable future, if I was going to go back to Zimbabwe.
So what point then did you start to feel part of it? Did you sort of drop anchor and start to feel like, yes, you're part of the UK now?
Well, when I started referring to myself as to myself as part of the culture, I'd be debating policies with people, just politics, and I'd refer to myself as, as British, or, I started doing those little things just to identify with everyone, but I was doing it without thinking. So even when I was voting, I'd be like, this is not good for our country, and I just had to stop myself, I guess I now refer to this as my country.
Exactly, of course. Because I've got, in my life, my late partner's parents were Jamaican.
Yeah.
So all that side of the family were black.
Yeah.
And I found that wonderful to be part of.
Yeah.
And not being part of that anymore because my partner died and I moved away from the area. It just feels odd. And coming back to Norwich, it took me ages to thought something's different. This is 2002.
Yeah.
And what's different? What's different around here? What's different? And I realised that there were just so few people from other cultures, different colours.
Yeah.
It was because Norwich was once called the last white city.
I'll tell you what happened, Steve. You went back to Norwich and you realised the food was not seasoned, and you thought, "Do you know what I need right now?"
Yes. What I wouldn't give for a plate full of curried goat
and
dasheen.
Indeed.
It's absolutely wonderful. I still love going to Shepherd's Bush Market.
Oh God, they get some fantastic stuff there, Steve.
And buying all the food there and having a haggle. Give us some goat. I don't want a load of old bone either, mate. No, they certainly still have all that.
None of that pie and mash stuff.
So, but what about you, food-wise then? I mean, coming from Zimbabwe, do you eat very differently to anybody elsewhere?
Do you know what? For things like Yorkshire puddings, I'll tell you what, that's my favorite British food right there.
Is it?
because when I first had it, right, and this is no exaggeration, I thought to myself, this is a weird looking pudding, and this is dessert. So it's things like this, things like this made me just realize just how different everything was. Just stuff like, of course it's not British, but things like quiche Lorraine. And
yeah.
But I started liking it. And when I started liking it, I thought to myself,
Yeah, I can imagine to the untrained eye, he's coming over to this country and having a roast dinner. They've given me roast beef, potatoes, vegetables, and a very small party hat.
What is this pudding we're talking about?
Needs a piece of string to go around the neck.
But I'll tell you what, these small cultural differences, and me being observational, they have put me at a point where I can now pick up on different things that different cultures they have in common, and also things that they see differently. So this puts me in a really good position to be able to host an event like tomorrow where we're celebrating Black culture, because part of the reason why we're doing the event in itself is not just to show that we're doing a Black History Month. We're going to show different aspects of Black history. So we have a Caribbean performer, we have a Black British performer with no affiliations to either Africa or the Caribbean, just a natural Black British performer. We have a female perspective, a Black female perspective, a Black British female perspective to make it specific. We also have an African, a Black African perspective. We have so many different Black perspectives tomorrow, so that if people come, they can understand that, this Black experience is not just one straight thing.
It's not one thing. No, it's not.
It's not one thing. It's so varied.
Well, it's like referring to Africa as one nation.
Exactly. Yes.
It's not that at all. It's like the Caribbean. It's not one nation.
If I could get a comedian from every part of Africa, that would make the night perfect. But that would probably run too long for the Norwich Theatre Royal to allow us.
How would you say for this part of the world?
Yeah.
It's not like London or Manchester or Birmingham. Something.
Yeah.
What's life like for a Black person living in Norfolk? Are there any uncomfortable moments? Don't mind me asking.
It's not so much like uncomfortable moments. It's I think a lot of like disagreements between people of different races come from a miscommunication. Just the inability to understand each other, or to even give each other the chance to hear each other out. So, and when we don't explain ourselves, when we don't bother to understand each other, that frustration builds up, and then we start putting labels to things.
There you go. That happens. That's the thing with life, isn't it? If you don't understand something, or it's like if someone hasn't come home on time.
Yeah.
You don't think, they're just random mates, they're just doing this. You think, right, he's been run over, he's been stabbed. No, he's taken loads of drugs. That's what he's done. He's drunk. He's drunk and he's gone off and he's been hit by a bus.
Exactly.
And then they come walking in.
do you know what I'm trying to do with this event, to be more specific, is to just I want to fight stereotypes first and foremost, but to also like make people just see how similar we are to, because I can imagine I can imagine just a British person that's never seen so many different perspectives of blackness just saying, okay, wait, these people are just the same as me. It's just they just do the same. It's not to say that people don't realize that. It's just we're reinforcing good stereotypes. We're trying to make people realize just how similar we are, and it brings people together.
And I always think a nice touch is when you meet someone who isn't the same colour as you and you don't notice.
Yeah, exactly.
You just carry on, because it really is the last on the list of important things.
Exactly,
it doesn't matter.
And when you stop referring to your black friends as black friends, and it's just like that's Nelson. Oh, I only just realized this now.
That's true, isn't it?
Yeah, because part of all this art, there's an aim for it. It's to normalize things. It's to just break barriers and make sure that there is less emphasis on the differences. It's more just about, that's my mate Nelson. He's a bit weird, but we like him, and it's not so much about just what he looks like. It's just what he does. Which I think every person wants to be judged by what they do.
I've just actually thought of something.
Yeah.
When you said talk about black friends.
Yeah.
I hate to say this, but one of my black friends, we were going down the pub and I said, oh, you've got to meet one of my other mates.
Yeah.
And we were down the pub and my mate came in and he said, oh yeah, do you want to, can I get you two a drink? And I had a pint, he had a pint. Mm. And when he went to the bar to get the drinks in, my black friend said to me, I didn't know your mate was black. Well, so are you. It's all right. It's absolutely fine.
That's the thing, It's that realization that race actually, to be perfectly honest, right? After you get past the obvious differences, we are literally the same people. We have cultural differences here and there, but it's just these little things that we want to get into the site.
And hold the front page, Nelson. Dottie has just texted me saying, Stephen Bumfrey, you can get curried goat at the Soul Cafe, Tower Street in Kings Lynn.
In Kings Lynn?
That's the last place on earth you think you can get curried goat.
Jeez, now I know where to get dinner this week.
Yeah, that's it. Curried goat. I wonder can you buy goat? You can buy a goat.
Do you know what? I've never thought about that. Can you? I don't think in the UK you can just go get a goat. You have to. I guess you can get goat meat.
Yeah, that's the same. So your big gig is it tomorrow night?
Yeah, it's tomorrow night basically.
Right. And what time does it start and who can go?
It starts at 8. Everyone is welcome. The more people there, the more beautiful the comedy is going to be. That sound of laughter is going to... black laughter, white laughter, Asian laughter is literally all the same. And once you're in that house, or once you're in that room, once the lights get dimmed, it doesn't matter whether you're black or white. You just need a sense of humor, And
on that beautiful note, Nelson, thank you. It's always a treat having you in the studio.
It is a pleasure, Stephen.
Come back and see us again very, very soon. And there's like a little series we do on this show called the Norfolk Anthems.
All right.
Where you get to choose the song of your life, a song that made you, and your first record. Let's have a think about that. I reckon Sam, the producer, will have a word with you about that at some stage.
Okay, all right. I'll talk to you there.
Have a good time tomorrow night.
Thank you very much, Stephen. Cheers.
Nelson Tinashe Gombakomba Jr. II.
No.
You're a very, very patient man.
I try my best. Listen, for every gig that I do, promoters always, the MC always mispronounces my name, so my first joke is to actually introduce myself.
Right, so what's up with you? It's Nelson tonight, isn't it? Well, and I can say Nelson.